Hey, welcome back, Abs Nation. Welcome to our Take Back Fridays. And this week, I want to kind of look in on the Irish culture. Okay, so we were just in March. We are now at the beginning of April, my birthday month. But in March, we had St. Patrick's Day, and I just wanted to kind of look into more of the history of where does St. Patrick's Day come from? I never really just kind of looked into all of that. So I kind of got into some of the culture and some of the history there. So, and I also did my cover song using an Irish or four-leaf clover, right? So some of the St. Patrick's type of stuff. So I wanted to kind of do a little bit of information on that. So let me just kind of dive into it. I'm gonna do a little bit about Ireland first, and then we'll kind of go into a little bit about the Irish, and I'm gonna try not to make it too long, okay? But I thought it was interesting. In my video, you will see I have the shamrocks. I learned about four-leaf clovers versus shamrocks. Shamrock is the actual three, which when you focus on St. Patrick's Day, you have those three represented as the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. So I bought me some earrings and a necklace, and I'll show you up there that. So you have the shamrock, and then you also have the four-leaf clover that kind of came later, adding that luck piece, but y'all know I'm blessed, so I'm not all necessarily into the luck thing, but it was cool to learn. But anyway, so let's look a little bit about, look into Ireland. So Ireland is in Europe. I was learning, y'all. I was learning, okay, because I was like, where's Ireland? Where's it at? And I'm like looking at the thing, and I had to pull up the globe and all that. I'm like, oh, it's in Europe. So I learned something, y'all. Anyway, so official name, Erie Republic of Ireland, from a government constitutional democracy. The capital of Ireland is Dublin. The population, you're looking at 4,859,511, somewhere around there. The money, when you go there, it's in euros, which has not always been that. But as of now, it's euros is what you will use for your currency. The official languages there is Irish and English, okay? So, square footage, we got, let's see, 68,890 square kilometers as far as what that looks like on the scale. Mathematically, you guys can check that out, but yes. All right, so I'm going to kind of skip around a little bit. They have a few rivers and stuff like that, but I want to kind of go into a little bit of history on there. So Ireland is an island nation on the westernmost edge of Europe, okay? It is the continent's second largest island after Great Britain. The Republic of Ireland occupies 80% of this landmass, where a large chunk of land in the north called Northern Ireland is part of the United Kingdom. Altogether, the island of Ireland is made up of 32 counties. Ireland is known for its wide expanses of lush green fields, so much so that its nickname is the Emerald Island. Y'all know I thought about the Emerald City in The Wizard of Oz, all right, in The Wiz. But yeah, anyway, so that's its nickname, the Emerald. Now I want to go and see, because I love to see that beautiful greenery, and I would love to see that. But there are also large areas of rugged, rocky landscape too. About 15,000 years ago, Ireland was completely covered with thick glaciers. The movement of these glacier sheets of ice stripped the soil, leaving huge tracts of flat limestone ground. So, yeah. The Midlands and west coast of Ireland are dotted with damp, soggy remains of dried up ancient lakes left by the glaciers, right? So I'm going to keep on going. The Irish have a great affection for nature and rural life. The country's first coins ever featured pictures of animals. So on their money, their currency, they featured animals because they're really big on that. Low levels of development and population in Ireland have left most of the nation's open spaces relatively undisturbed. Okay. And one thing I also learned too about St. Patrick's Day and all that stuff, and like how St. Patrick came about and the different things that they went over. And snakes was like a big thing. So they had this spiritual thing, whatever, to kind of keep, and the luck and everything, to keep the snakes and stuff like that. But did you know that there are no wild snakes in Ireland? So that was kind of mythical. I don't know. That's what it's saying. So the sea has stopped many animals common on mainland Europe from reaching the island. So they couldn't even really get to the island to be there. But let's keep going. There is also only 2 wild moose species, the wood moose and the house moose. Now I want to know what these things look like. Y'all know I'm going to look that up. So I'm going to go ahead as a teacher. Yep, I got my white. Yeah, I got my my highlighter. So we have 2 wild mooses, the wood moose and the house moose. If I get a chance, I'm going to pull that up and I'm going to show y'all on this screen. Okay. They have 1 type of lizard, the common lizard, and just 3 kinds of amphibians, the natterjack toad, smooth newt, and common frog. Y'all, I'm going to have to show y'all this. Okay. Anyway, let's see. Irish wildlife is protected by government conservation programs to preserve natural habitat. The government has established 6 national parks and hundreds of national heritage areas throughout the country. Okay, so let's see. Let me keep going. Yeah, I'm trying to keep this. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the Irish history. Okay, let's kind of go into that. So archaeologists think the first people to settle in Ireland arrived around 6,000 BC. By 3,500 BC, settlers were using stone tools to clear farmlands. Around 700 BC, a diverse and technological advanced culture from Central Europe called the Celts began to settle on the island. They would thrive there for nearly 2,000 years. In the 9th century AD, Viking invaders began raids into Ireland. They eventually established settlements that later became some of the country's main cities, including the capital, Dublin. These aggressive arrivals fought with the Celts after the 200 years until a battle in 1014, known as the Battle of, let me see if I can say this right, Clontarf, and I'm probably butchering that, united the country. Peace broke down quickly, though, and Ireland was divided into many kingdoms. All right, so let's keep on reading because I'm getting into this, y'all. Hopefully y'all are too. All right, in 1170, Norman Vikings who had taken control of England invaded Ireland and made it an English territory. In the early 1600s, England's official religion became Protestant. While most Irish remained Roman Catholic, this would create tension that would eventually lead to revolution in Ireland's independence. By the 1820s, British laws unfair to Catholics had sparked a mass movement for Irish sovereignty. In 1829, many of those laws were overturned, but Ireland still wanted freedom. Freedom. Okay, freedom. I have all these different freedom songs coming to my mind. Anyway, in 1922, after violent uprisings, the Irish Free State was created within the British Empire. In 1948, most of Ireland became an independent country, while 6 mainly Protestant countries in the Northeast remained a British territory. Irish people and culture. You know, they would tell me, my family would tell me all the time, you know you got Irish in you, right? You know you got Irish in you. So this is one of the things that kind of sparked my interest, like, because that just got ringing in my, they kept saying I got Irish in me and all this. And I still need to do my DNA thing because I really want to know, some information about this, so. But they will say that, and they still say that, so, we're going to see. All right. Ireland is a nation of storytellers. The tradition dates back to Celtic bards who would record and recite the country's history. Many farmed writers came from Ireland, including 4 winners of the Nobel Prize for Literature. The Irish also excel in sports, music, and dancing. Y'all, this dancing thing, I know I'm just in my CD cover, 4-leaf clover, there was a part in there where I was doing, if y'all didn't check, I'm going to put the link in here so y'all can check it out. But if y'all didn't, I'm telling y'all, after looking at what they dance so fast. And that stuff is no joke. Like, my balance is like a hot mess. I couldn't even do it. I had to take it like, slow it down, slow motion of what they actually do. And it's still not nowhere near how it is. So y'all charge it to my skills and not my heart that I butchered they dance stuff on that song. But anyway, let me keep going. Good dancers, a lot of balance and toning in them calves and stuff, because they always on their tippy toes and stuff. That's some power. That's a skill. Anyway, Irish government and economy. The government of Ireland consisted of an elected parliament, which makes the laws, and a president who is head of state. The head of the government is the Taoiseach, okay? Taoiseach, which means chief. The Taoiseach is the prime minister and leader of the political party with the most parliament members, okay? All right. For most of its history, Ireland's economy had been based on farming and agriculture, but beginning in the late 1950s, government efforts to attract business turned the country from one of Europe's poorest nations to its second wealthiest. Wow, okay? The amazing turnaround and economic boom in the mid-1990s and early 200s earned Ireland the nickname of Celtic Tiger. During the global financial crisis of 2008, Ireland entered a recession and the country experienced serious financial problems. But in the past few years, Ireland's economy has started to recover and is once again on the rise. All right. That was good information. Thank you. I got this information, y'all, from and I'm gonna show that picture on the video. But I got this from where did I get this from? National Geographic. Y'all, I got that. Good information, good information. I'm trying to think what else I want to go over with y'all about that. But I thought that was good. So Ireland, the Irish culture. I even got a hat in my video too. I had bought a hat. Y'all, I got shoes. Y'all know. I went, but the hat is actually, it's not a knockoff. It's actually made by the Irish. And that was one of the things to support the Irish. I have purchased an actual, well, I got to take it to the cleaners and stuff. It's actually the wool, and it's by an Irish company and everything like that. So I'm pretty excited about that. And I like my hat. I actually have a hat that looks similar to that, but it was just, a regular hat. But it's a something boy. I can't even pronounce the name of the hat, but I'll show you. I'll show you on a thing and put like what it is, but New Boy or something like that, the style of the hat, and the names of the hats. But anyway, Ireland, good stuff. Irish, good people. St. Patrick was just pretty much what it was saying. I really go over that, but St. Patrick, actually, let me tell you a little bit about that. I'm sorry, I'm just going to keep on going. But one thing I learned about St. Patrick was he was captured during these wars. There was like wars, like 4-year wars and stuff like that. But he was captured during that time and became a slave. He's not even Irish, right? He wasn't even from Ireland. But they took him and he became captive over there in Ireland. And then he eventually, I forgot how many years or whatever he was there. Eventually he escaped and he went away, but then he ended up coming back. And at that point he became like a minister in things and preaching the gospel and stuff like that, of Catholic, whatever. And so that's how he started doing some stuff in there, and people start learning and growing. And then he the one kind of came up with the shamrock with the three, shamrock has the three leaves, right? Not the four. And it's the Son, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And so all those type of things, and that became part of the symbolism of Ireland and all of that, right? So the four-leaf clover is not even the symbolism of Ireland. That's just something that they kind of incorporated, because a lot of the Irish people end up coming to the United States, like I want to say New York, so they can have better lives and all those type of things. And that's where really all of this kind of modernized, and St. Patrick's Day and all of the celebration and all that kind of stuff kind of came about. I was learning about the pinching. Y'all can keep going on because I was really learning some stuff, y'all. The pinching, because like I remember when we were in grade school. It's another take back. When I was in grade school, and and we just didn't believe in pinching because we were gonna hit you back. We were gonna hit you back. Don't pinch me. I'm like that today. Don't you dare come over here and pinch me, because I'm gonna sock you. I'm gonna hit you back. But that's just kind of how I was. But I was just wondering, where did that come from? And it was this pride that they had in the Irish culture, where they would wear green and all that, because even their flag was different. They kind of switched up from the flag and stuff. But anyway, they would wear green on this particular day or whatever and represent it. If you didn't have it, that was just that way of, hey, where's your pride? They were really big on pride. Where's your pride? How dare you not have your green on? Represent. Yes, I am at work. Y'all here to bail, y'all. It's time for me to go. But anyway, but yeah, so Irish. And I may do a part 2, but I thought that was good information. If you have anything, if you're Irish, share some things, right? In the comment. I would love to know your point. I looked up different things and stuff, and just a lot of the stuff that I've seen is more modernized. It's not even necessarily the Irish culture and stuff, as far as like, how they dress and the different things. So I really tried to kind of portray some of that thing, not trying to go all, green hair and all that kind of stuff. That's just, overload celebration type of stuff. But, it's pretty cool. Awesome. All right. But that's all. I'm not going to keep you any longer. I kind of definitely went over my time, but hopefully I didn't bore you. But I thought this was good stuff. Anyway, until next time, Abs Nation, right? Abundantly blessed soldiers. I want you to keep on marching on. All right. Bye.